That shit hurts my feelings and it hurts my heart. You have not seen your child in 7.5 months, but you in every bitch face. You is downtown every fucking time you home making special motherfucking appearances. We live down the street. Like, you should be a fucking ashamed of yourself. For real.
Everyone turned on Duke Dennis. Let's get into this one.
Yes,
see what it's about.
Asking me, am I one of Duke Dennis' baby mamas? Yes, I am.
Oh my God, no, she's not.
I didn't know.
So we have cappers out already.
Where it seems like everybody has turned on Duke Dennis, and if somebody is changing up on a content creator, you would hope it would be for a good reason. They must have done something terrible. But for Duke, it's because he was hiding his kids from the internet, saying that he doesn't have any, and making blatant statements trying to protect the identities of not only his kids, but some of his baby mamas. That was unacceptable for some people, as they had to expose the fact that he does have kids, along with the identities of some of his baby mamas, even them coming out themselves talking about the situation.
Why? I'm just asking, why? Some people don't want all of their personal information on the internet. Why?
But I don't want to get ahead of myself, so let's start from the very beginning with how this all started in the first place.
We go through the same every single year. The same bullshit come up. And I would tell y'all the same thing once again that I told y'all last time. It is none of your business. If I wanted to include y'all.
True. Very, very 100% true. None of our business. Matter of fact, I support 100% leaving us out of it. Personally, so I agree, bro.
In my business, I would. You know what I'm saying?
For anyone who doesn't know who Duke Dennis is, he is a former YouTuber who got big off playing the game 2K and is now a streamer who was also a part of the group AMP. He has been very successful in both of those regards, being a part of AMP along with streaming and YouTube in general. Unfortunately for him, popularity comes at a cost, and for him, it's baby mama drama, where recently a bunch of people have been coming out on TikTok, not only exposing Duke, but specifically some people who said they got pregnant by him or going out and talking about why they are upset at the fact that he is not only not doing anything for them, but he is also just a bad person all around.
Not who y'all think he is, y'all. He's a freaking liar. He's not celibate. He be freaking on little girls. He's a freaking weirdo. And I really did try to spare you.
I'm speechless. Little girls?
If you wouldn't have clipped it up after you apologized and begged for an apology and me to unblock you in that bowling alley, 4 months later, when I blocked you and didn't speak to you and was not going to speak to you ever again, but then you told me, it's like, oh, I'll give it to you. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Can you give me a hug, please? We could be cool, but not like that. Right back. Run me my money, though. You must not got it. I don't know. I don't think he got it, y'all. I truly don't. I think it's fake. I think he living off COD.
Now, I'm gonna be honest, this is gonna be a condensed version of
I'm speechless, bro. Like, why would you come on the internet and say something like that?
of her video.
Is it clout chasing? What you guys think? I'm just blown away, honestly. Like, leave the little kids out of it, bro. Unless, again, if it's real. And then, if it's real, let the law handle it.
Because the actual one she posted on TikTok was 5 minutes long, and we're not going through all of that. In all honesty, in this first part, not only claiming that he apparently likes little girls is messed up in a really serious accusation, and then in that same vein, a little bit later talking about how you want your money for him, which I'm gonna dive into what money she's talking about specifically a little bit later. It just does not paint you in a good light at all. You just seem like a clout chaser who wants some money from Duke Dennis, and what makes all that seem even worse is her reasoning for posting posting this video in the first place? Well, it was apparently because a clip on his YouTube channel was going crazy viral and a lot of people were sending it to her.
What?
So where else am I supposed to go?
Home.
Now, I need to put on my detective glasses here because I really am trying to see it from her POV. I like seeing things from both sides, but I really don't grasp how this clip in any way, shape, or form can make anybody upset. Maybe I am missing something. I have to be, because it just didn't make any real sense for her to come out and make this video exposing Duke Dennis and her saying the catalyst was that clip right there. But overall, in her first points in the video, she is just explaining that he apparently is not the person that we think he is. He's actually a bad person. He be doing bad things all the time, and she is just one case example. And that Duke is just a person who continuously does this a lot, even being so bad as to get her pregnant and tell her to not get an aberration.
I was pregnant in December, y'all, and the only thing that went home was that baby. He didn't give me a single dollar. Cool, great, you know, I got it. I ain't tripping about it, but it was yours. Told me to keep my baby, and I promise you after this, I wish you would get on here and tell me that you didn't tell me to keep my baby. But told me to keep my baby, would not pay for it, and every time I text him for something else, instant response. But when I'd ask you for that money, or when I bring up the no response. You're a weirdo. You have like a breeding kink. You have so many babies and baby mothers that you don't take care of. You're a deadbeat. But okay.
Those are pretty big claims. I mean, Duke does get exposed every other month for apparently having a bunch of baby mamas. He's not new to any of this type of drama, and it's actually a continuous thing that happens so often that you can find so.
What y'all guys think? Is she spitting facts or is she capping? I don't know. I can't tell. Again, it's all social media. It's man and woman going back and forth. People tend to, you know, try to make someone look very bad and, you know, diminish their character over the internet. So again, I don't know. That's why my opinion
YouTube
is kind of limited, because I really don't know. But I would like to hear what you guys think
anyway
about this whole Duke Dennis deadbeat situation.
Of him talking about the same situation over and over and over again. That's what a lot of people felt like this situation was, until multiple people started coming out, her being one of them. But the biggest thing that people wanted from these situations, because a lot of them were just vagueless claims with no real evidence, was some sort of proof. And in her video, the proof that she decided to bring was actually text messages, receipts from Duke Dennis.
Let me just insert a couple screenshots, y'all. So this is when I first told him. Okay, great. So I send the thing, and he gonna say, at this point, we just need to stop freaking with each other, because I don't want to have your kid. Okay, so I was gonna stop messing with you anyways. Like, it's no point, y'all. I promise you, it's no point. It's no point. It's no point. Don't piss me off. Please don't piss me off. Please don't piss me off. Whatever, you got it. Send my flight. Send me the money. Anyways, then he just started trolling y'all. Like, he did not want to give me the money for this. Like, I don't get it. Like, you literally just freaking had me crisscross in a freaking pretzel and nutted in me, but now you don't want to send me the money. I'm just so confused. Like, was never sent. Kept on, oh, I'll just bring it to you in person. I'll bring it to you in person. The frick? You don't got Apple Pay, Cash App, Zelle? Said I'm not being the nice baby mama. It's crazy. When I went to my procedure, y'all, I sent it. Nothing. Told me I didn't see it. I'll send it to you. Still.
Okay, so we have proof that she was actually pregnant. You know, a picture is right here of, what is that, mammogram? I don't remember what exactly it's called, but, you know, we're going to work with it that, you know, it's actually a real picture. It just looks real. Like, why would someone go on Google to get a fake picture of a mammogram? Like, you're doing too much at that point, if that's the case, but okay.
Still to this day, not $1. And then after he begged, like, and apologized to me when we seen each other out randomly, and then he just being weird and messy. And then this is when he invited me to the bowling alley, y'all. So this is me clearing it up, y'all. That clip pissed me off. And yeah, he be lying. He got like 80,000 kids, and he don't take care of them. He don't even see them.
Before I say what I'm about to say, I want y'all to know I do not want to promote people being deadbeat fathers. I don't want people to have a child and not be in their kids' lives at all. That is definitely a bad thing and nothing that anybody should do. Now, with that being said, she sat here and showed all of these screenshots. If this is the case and this is true, all this proves is that Duke Dennis is a bad person who disrespected you. But in reality, that does not change a lot for anybody. He is a bad person and what. That might seem messed up to say, but in reality, people were watching Duke Dennis for entertainment. After he turns that camera off, turns that stream off, after that YouTube video ends, what he does in his personal life actually does not matter to the majority of his audience. They will literally not care. And all this shows is that she is someone that got played and then proceeded to still talk to Duke Dennis, because those first screenshots after the whole plane incident, after the apparition incident, were before she actually had that clip that she talked about she didn't like. She continued to still go out and meet with him and do a YouTube video with him even after all that stuff happened. So it's hard for a lot of people to be on her side. After this TikTok went pretty viral, Duke Dennis would end up going live and talking about the situation, not her specifically, but just the overall situation of people claiming he has baby mothers.
The whole internet run with a narrative that's just 100% not true. I'm only gonna say a few things and then I'm off this motherfucker until I start talking about the pool party and shit. But anyways, listen, bro, I done told y'all over and over again, this like the 4th year in a row, I done told y'all that like it's certain parts of my life that I just don't want to share with y'all. Alright, I'm never ever going to post my family. Alright, that includes everybody except for my brother. Probably my brother is the only person in my family that I will post. Anybody else, I'm not posting them. So I'm sorry
I respect
if you feel
that.
obligated or entitled to like be a part of, you know what I'm saying, my life in that way. But I've been decided a long time ago that I would never like post my family in that way. And everything that y'all doing right now is like proving me right.
Proving him right. What could people possibly be doing that would cause him to not want to post his family at all? I mean, I know the internet is full of weirdos, but there's no way there's anybody doing anything that weird until you probably hopped on Twitter yesterday, where you...
Bro, if the man don't want to show social media his family, he doesn't have to. So he doesn't have to. You can have whatever feeling you want. You can say, oh, it's not harming, it's not dangerous, he's lying about his life or his situation or whatever. You can say whatever you want to say. The man doesn't have to do it. Matter of fact, again, I advise you don't. Because again, sharks are out here and they will attack. They will try to eat you alive and break you down. They're doing it right now. Again, I don't know if anything is true. If he is a deadbeat father, that's not correct. And we do not support that. But I'm just talking, just off what we can see right now. And what I can see, it sounds like he does have baby mothers. He probably has been denied for a couple of years because he just does not want to share that part with his life. That's just what I think, but
You had
everything else is, not my business. I don't know, I don't know.
Thread of somebody posting not only Duke Dennis's kids, but also pictures of him from a baby shower with one of his baby mamas. And you would be wondering, on God's green earth, why would you decide to post something like that, make a whole thread about it, just because he went on live and said that he is not posting any of them and that he's not going to talk about his family at all? I honestly couldn't give you the answer for that. I don't know. I don't understand it. But a lot of people on Twitter were looking at these clips, looking at the situation, and actually did an entire deep dive finding one of his baby mama's Facebooks, where she had posted pictures of their baby shower where Duke Dennis was there holding their kid, having pictures with her, which I will not show. But I do not want a lot of y'all to go out there and find them. They are on Twitter if you truly want to know. But not only was there pictures there, but there was actually a video of his baby mama talking about this situation.
That shit hurts my feelings and it hurts my heart. You have not seen your child in 7.5 months, but you in every bitch face. You is downtown every fucking time you home making special motherfucking appearances. We live down the street. Like, you should be a fucking ashamed of yourself. For real. I'm not even being funny. And it's really not even bashing a nigga. It is what it is. It's just the truth. I can't tell it no different. The moment I realized it was fuck me, it's fuck you. You gotta know it's fuck you.
Again, that's two people now. So something's starting to smell a little bit fishy now. Again, it's starting to smell a little bit fishy. If Duke Dennis is really going around knocking up women, not taking care of kids. That's very shameful, bro. But I understand at the end of it, you probably are taking care of the kids, and you probably just, didn't meet the mother's deadline one time and whatever, or whatever. You have some argument with them, and, this is out on social media. And again, you can't really, because the posts it doesn't have to be like it's coming one after the other. It can be like, yo, this is probably like a year ago. Again, I don't know. But again, if it's true that you're being a deadbeat dad, that's not cool at all. But again, as I say, I understand the whole other point of view. So, hey, I won't be, going too hard on it.
Over the big point that a lot of them are making. The fact that he's a deadbeat father and he continuously does this to multiple women. That is a bad thing, especially in the position that Duke Dennis is in. He is able to be in a child's life and not only care for them, but care for them extravagantly. He makes enough money to be able to do that, and he has a lucrative job like YouTube and streaming where he is able to take time off and not really see an overall negative to be in a child's life. That is something he should be doing. If this is all real and all of these claims are factual, then he should definitely make some objective to be in these children's lives in some way, shape, or form. Now, my issue with all of this, the fact that people are bringing this to the internet, is if the internet can do anything about that. Why are you saying all of this on the internet instead of going through the means to make sure you...
Bro, I've said the same thing like 1,000 times. Like, why put it out on the internet? What will it accomplish?
Can get at least some type of financial care from him or talk to him personally in some way, because we've seen this time and time again where people bring issues like this to the internet that should be personal and nothing truly happens. People just get bashed on both sides, and then after a week everybody forgets about the entire situation like it never even happened. And it becomes pretty apparent once you hear Duke Dennis's response to this, because he doesn't point out a specific baby mama, he doesn't point out a specific person, he just talks pretty broadly and does accept the fact that he does have children, and the reason for how the internet has been acting about it is why he kept them private.
But unfortunately, that option has been taken away from me at this point. It's been taken away from me at this point because y'all keep harassing the mother of my kids and being very, very weird. And this is exactly what I wanted to protect them from all along. This whole time y'all been, trying to dig into like part of my life that y'all was never invited in, like from jump. But now that like it's affecting like, they well-being and like they getting like threats and like being called names and shit, that was my like main priority from jump. Just
this whole situation just shows how weird people can be when they're trying to pry into lives that are not theirs. It would be one thing if you were just pulling up responses from baby mamas and having them post it on their accounts and then you reposting it somewhere else. That would be a whole different situation. I only showed you 2 different responses, and he is claimed to have 9 different children. So where are these other baby mamas coming from? Well, they're coming from people going on Facebook, searching up Duke Dennis, and try to find them themselves. People are still actively being weird, even though some people want to be like, well, they were posted a response, we just reposted it somewhere else. That's one person. What about the other people you're talking about? You're going out of your way to try and pry into this man's life so you can find people that he slept with and had kids with. Do you not feel weird doing any of that? Like, genuinely, does that not get odd at a certain...
Those persons need to find a life, find a purpose, get something to do with life. Yeah, that's my advice to those people.
Point. And the reality of the situation is, yes, you might be able to find these people and expose Duke Dennis for being a bad father, but this also opens the opportunity for people that are odd and weird to try and gain clout off of it.
Yes, people keep asking me, am I one of Duke Dennis' baby mamas? Yes, I am.
Oh my God, no she's not! No she's not, bro.
Shit, since everything's come to light, yes, I'm one of them. It's crazy because it's like, I want to be known for me, being me, but not having a kid with Duke Dennis. Like, that's just...
Chat, she's trolling right now. Chat, she's trolling right now. I want y'all to know that. I know she's trolling right now. But nobody... It's going to be somebody out here right now that actually thinks she's dead ass serious.
In this clip, Duke says the person that he's talking about right here is trolling. But what happens when somebody comes out and isn't trolling? He tries to claim to be another one, a 5th one, a 6th one, a 10th one, an 11th one, a 20th one. It just gets worse and worse the more you try to pry into somebody's life that they don't want you to pry in. And it's overall weird that a lot of people are too invested in this, that they feel comfortable posting whole screenshots on Twitter of deep dives they've done on Facebook or other platforms to try and find baby mamas from Duke Dennis. It's honestly sad to see this situation unfold in real time. I don't want to have to open up Twitter and see a whole nother thread of another possible baby mama of Duke Dennis because a random person went on Facebook, typed in Duke Dennis or typed in Dennis, and is now posting entire threads of him with his family. That's not something you should feel comfortable doing, and that's not something you should ever feel like you need to post just because somebody denies having kids and you so bad want to prove that they are lying. You don't need to do that, and I hope anybody that has done that decides to change the way that they think. But at the end of the day, that's just how I feel. If you want to tell me how you feel, the best way to do that would be the comments.
Guys, what do you think about this whole situation? Comment it down below. Yeah, this is weird. I just don't get why people just keep putting stuff out on social media in the event to try to hurt their other partner or whatever they're trying to do. It only affects both of you, in my opinion. But hey, maybe I'm not the smart one. But leave your comments down below. Tell me if you guys want to see more videos like this. And yeah, see y'all next time. Peace.